Women's bodies broadcast more information about their sexual interest than their words ever will. Most men obsess over what a woman says. Successful men pay attention to what her nervous system is leaking that she doesn't even realize she's showing. Words are filtered through social conditioning. Body signals are filtered through biology. A woman can say she's not that into you when she's secretly obsessed. She can also keep talking, smiling, and being polite while her body is giving you absolutely nothing. If you don't understand the difference, you waste years chasing the wrong women and missing the right ones. This isn't about becoming some creepy mind reader. It's about understanding the biological reality of female sexual attraction and using that knowledge with respect and intelligence. When a woman feels genuine lust, her autonomic nervous system flips into a different gear. Heart rate changes, blood flow shifts, muscles relax or tense in specific ways. Micro-expressions appear on her face that she isn't consciously aware of. These signals come from deeper circuits than words. She can't fully control them the same way you can't fully control your own reactions when you see a woman you really want. Over thousands of years, women evolved to signal interest subtly. Why? Because historically, open, blatant sexuality could bring social shame, danger, or punishment. The most successful strategy was signal interest clearly enough that the right man can see it, keep it subtle enough that everyone else can ignore it. That's why genuine sexual signals often look accidental or small, unless you know what you're looking at. Before we break down specific cues, one critical principle: none of this replaces consent. Her body language can show interest, tension, or attraction. It is not a yes. These signals tell you where you are on her radar, not what you're entitled to do. Smart men use this information to calibrate, respect boundaries, stop wasting time, and move with confidence, not to pressure or override a woman. With that said, let's go deep into how lust shows up in the female body, and how it differs from simple friendliness or social politeness. 1. The biological engine behind her signals. When a woman feels sexually drawn to you, a few systems activate. Sympathetic nervous system ramps up, arousal state. Blood flow increases to erogenous zones, and skin heart rate and breathing patterns change. Hormones shift, heightening sensitivity and emotional engagement. She doesn't sit there thinking, let me dilate my pupils now. Her body is running a program. What makes this tricky is that women also have social programs. Politeness, friendliness, professionalism, good girl behavior. Those are performed, lust is leaked. So your job isn't just to read body language, it's to distinguish politeness versus attraction, comfort versus desire, sociable friendliness versus sexual, tension. Once you spot those differences, your entire dating life changes. You stop trying to convince women who are never into you and start moving decisively with women whose bodies are already leaning in. 2. Eyes, where her nervous system slips. First, the eyes are directly wired to the autonomic nervous system. That's why they reveal arousal faster and more honestly than almost anything else. Pupil dilation. When she's sexually interested, her pupils tend to get bigger, even in normal lighting. That's the sympathetic system activating. You'll notice her pupils look darker and more open than baseline. They expand when you make strong eye contact. They stay noticeably large while she's focused on you, but pupil dilation alone isn't enough. You need patterns. Sexual eye contact versus social eye contact. Friendly or polite eye contact is about communication. Sexual eye contact is about connection. Look for lingering gaze. She holds your eye a fraction longer than necessary. Return glances. In groups, her eyes keep returning to you, softening around the eyes. The muscles ease, giving that bedroom eyes look. Then there's mouth gazing. When a woman is sexually drawn to you, she often looks at your mouth repeatedly. Quick glances at your lips while you talk. Eyes dropping from your eyes to your mouth, then back. More focus around your face than the environment. Her nervous system is preoccupied with the idea of kissing, even if she's not consciously thinking, I want to kiss him. Sexual eye contact has weight. Social eye contact feels neutral. Lustful eye contact feels charged, like something is happening between you even if nobody's moved yet. 3. How her body positions. Itself around you. Women don't just show attraction with faces. Their entire body shifts position around a man they want. Orientation. The first thing to watch. Where her body points. Torso, hips, and feet facing you. High interest. Torso angled away, feet pointed elsewhere. Nash, low investment. Even in group conversations, the sexually interested woman keeps her body oriented toward you more than others. She might be talking to someone else, but her alignment tells you who really has her attention. Posture and display. Sexual attraction often makes her unconsciously. Straighten her spine, lift and open her chest. Roll her shoulders back, angle her hips in a flattering way. She's not always thinking, let me show him my figure, consciously. Her biology is subtly pushing her to present herself as attractive to someone she wants. Distance and escape routes. Pay attention to distance. She finds reasons to stand or sit a little closer than necessary. She moves into your personal space without apologizing for it. When you step closer, she doesn't step back. Also check how she positions herself relative to exits and barriers. If she's into you, she doesn't. Constantly keep objects between you, angle toward exit routes. Look boxed. Away from you instead, she's often in positions that make it easy to stay near you and hard for her to drift away without it being noticeable. Her body is opting in. 4. Touch. Where desire becomes obvious. Physical touch is where social behavior and sexual intent start mixing. It's not random. Women who are just being polite usually minimize unnecessary contact. Women who feel desire create it. Accidental touch. It usually starts with contact that technically has an excuse. Her arm brushes yours a little too often. She passes something to you and her fingers linger. She squeezes past you when there's enough space to go around. One of these moments means nothing. Repeated, patterned micro-touches over time often mean a lot. Intentional touch. As attraction ramps, she touches your forearm or shoulder when she laughs. She places a hand on your chest for emphasis. She taps your leg or knee to get your attention. Notice where the touch lands. Hands, forearms, milder shoulder, chest, more intimate face, hair, back of neck. Very intimate self-touch in your presence. Watch how she touches herself, stroking her neck, running fingers along her collarbone, playing with her hair, lightly smoothing her legs or arms. This isn't always performing for you. Often it's her way of discharging nervous energy and drawing your eyes to her body. Her awareness of herself is heightened. Most importantly, when you initiate appropriate calibrated touch, e.g. a light touch on her forearm during a joke. Does she lean in or lean away? Does she maintain or increase contact? Does she give you more opportunities to touch? Sexual touch feels like tension escalating, not static. 5. Her voice, attraction in her sound. When a woman is sexually drawn to you, her voice often betrays her. Pitch and tone. Sexual arousal can cause muscle relaxation in the vocal cords and chest, which often lowers her pitch slightly, creates a more breathy, soft tone, makes her sound more relaxed, slower, smoother. Listen to how she speaks with others versus with you. If her voice drops, softens, or turns more intimate with you, that's data. Pace, rhythm, and volume. In attraction, she might slow her speech down, adding pauses that feel loaded. She might speak more quietly, almost forcing you to lean in. Laughs are fuller, not forced. She's genuinely enjoying the interaction. You may also notice frequent little sighs, soft exhalations, or small type sounds when she's listening or reacting to you. Those aren't random, they're micro-releases of arousal energy. Again, one sign alone means nothing. A cluster of them consistently starts to mean a lot. 6. Hair, neck, and the display of vulnerability. Hair and neck behavior are some of the most quietly sexual signals women display. Hair play, Common patterns: running fingers through her hair repeatedly, twirling strands around her fingers, smoothing or fluffing her hair more than needed. This does three things: draws your eyes to her face, releases scent and oils, pheromonal cues, signals preening and self-presentation, neck exposure. The neck is vulnerable and highly innervated. In attraction, she tilts her head, exposing the side of her neck, moves her hair aside, revealing skin behind the ear or down the neck, touches, strokes, or rests, fingers lightly at the neck. These are subtle, primal signals of trust and openness. Vulgar, aggressive women might exaggerate these behaviours. More reserved women will still do miniature versions when they really like you. The key is repeated patterns, not one isolated gesture. 7. Breath, pulse, and colour. Changes. This is where things get closer to pure physiology. Breathing patterns. Under sexual arousal. Breathing shifts deeper or slightly quicker. You might see her chest or ribcage rise more. She pauses mid-sentence to take deeper breaths. You'll also hear it in her voice, a more breath-infused tone, especially during more emotionally charged parts of the conversation. Pulse and flushing. Increase blood flow can make her pulse more visible at the neck. Add subtle colour to cheeks, neck, or chest. Create a slight glow in her skin. Flushing can also come from embarrassment, alcohol, or temperature, so you don't use it alone, but in combination with eye changes, voice shifts, and proximity. Now you're looking at a pattern, not a coincidence. 8. Mirroring, when her nervous system syncs with yours. Attraction often expresses itself as unconscious imitation, body mirroring. A woman who's drawn to you often adopts similar posture to yours, matches your energy level, subtly copies your gestures. You lean back, she leans back. You cross an ankle over your knee, she changes her leg position. You shift your weight, she follows seconds later. Breathing and rhythm. In intimate conversation, her breathing pace often subconsciously syncs with yours. The rhythm of interaction feels effortless, like you're on the same tempo. Speech mirroring. She may match your speed of talking. Use similar words or phrases. Mirror your tone and style. These are signs her nervous system is aligning with yours at a deeper level. This kind of synchronization rarely happens with a woman who feels bored, irritated, or indifferent. 9. Territory. When she starts claiming you. This is where you see how real her attraction is. A woman who is sexually invested often begins to claim space around you and subtly mark you as her chosen target. Look for positioning herself between you and other women, standing or sitting closer than other females do, escalating touch or energy when other women appear. You'll also see sharp shifts in her mood when you give attention to other women, increased efforts to pull your focus back, stronger eye contact, jokes, questions, physical contact. She might start suggesting things that involve just the two of you. We should check out that place sometime. Next time, you and I should go there. We should do this again, just us. These are territorial behaviours, not just friendliness. She's investing, claiming, and planning. 10. Presentation shifts. When she starts upgrading in real time, sexual attraction often makes a woman upgrade her presentation around you. Watch for real-time changes, like adjusting her top to show slightly more neckline or shape, crossing and uncrossing legs in ways that highlight them, removing a layer, jacket, scarf, exposing more skin, reapplying lip gloss or lipstick while maintaining conversation. Jewelry and accessories become tools, playing with necklaces, drawing attention to chest and neck, adjusting earrings, neck and jawline, playing with bracelets, wrist, hands, graceful movements. Again, any one of these can be habit. A cluster combined with everything we've discussed is not an accident. 11. Proximity. How close she lets herself be. Attraction messes with social distance rules. A sexually interested woman tends to stand or sit closer than normal, lean toward you when you talk, even when she can hear you fine, angle her chair or body to pull into your space bubble. She may also suggest moving somewhere quieter, choose spots, corners, side tables, railings that create a small world for just the two of you. Place her bag, drink, or phone near you as if marking the area as the spot. Where she chooses to physically exist relative to you is a loud signal, once you've trained your awareness. 12. The mouth. Eating, drinking, and symbolic signals. Oral behaviours are a surprisingly powerful set of indicators. Notice how she eats and drinks around you, whether her movements are rushed and functional, or slower and more sensual when you're watching, whether she maintains eye contact while sipping or taking a bite. You'll often see lip-licking more than usual, biting or tugging the lower lip, running her tongue over her teeth or lips unconsciously. Sometimes she'll offer you a sip of her drink, ask, "Want to try this?" and share food. Drink from your glass or straw, depending on context and comfort. These things can be purely social, but in combination with everything else, they often reflect deeper underlying chemistry. 13. Submission and openness. Cues. Sexual attraction in women often has a component of softening and receptivity. Signs include neck exposure and relaxed head tilt, uncrossed arms and open chest, palms visible, gestures that are inviting rather than blocking. Verbally, she might ask for your opinion, invite your leadership in small decisions, where to go, what to order, show comfort in you taking the lead. These aren't about dominance fantasies. They're about trust and attraction combining. Her nervous system signals, "I'm comfortable letting you steer," at least within that moment and situation. 14. Patterns, not single signals. Here's where most men mess up. They see one sign and assume it means everything. A single cue is ambiguous. A cluster of cues, repeated and intensified over time, is meaningful. You're looking for eye signals, plus posture, plus proximity, plus vocal shifts, touch, plus mirroring, plus hair, neck play, presentation changes, plus territorial behaviour, plus laughter and energy, and timing. Are these signals showing up early? Do they increase as the interaction continues? Do they fade when other men enter, or strengthen? Also, context matters. In a strict professional or family environment, signals will be more suppressed. In social, nightlife, or relaxed environments, they'll be more visible. You are not trying to decode a single gesture. You're tracking an overall pattern of attraction. 15. How to use this. As a man, without turning into a creep. Understanding this makes you more efficient with your time, more confident in your moves, less needy and confused, because now you can. Recognize when a woman is only being polite. Stop chasing where there's no genuine interest. Move forward where her body has already voted, yes psychologically, but still respect boundaries. This awareness lets you calibrate subtle interest, slower, gentler escalation, strong, obvious clusters of signals. You can take bolder steps, more direct flirting, closer proximity, deeper topics, and at every stage, you pay attention to her response. You respect hesitation. You don't force or assume. The goal is not to manipulate. The goal is to stop operating blind. Most men are either completely oblivious or overinterpret every smile as attraction. Sexual intelligence is the middle ground, grounded, observant, and respectful. 16. The bottom line. When a woman feels genuine sexual attraction, her body tells the truth. Her eyes soften, linger, and dilate. Her body orients toward you, moves closer, and opens up. Her voice deepens, slows, and gets more intimate. Her touch, on you and on herself, becomes more frequent and intentional. Her breath, pulse, and colour subtly shift. Her behaviour syncs with yours. She starts claiming space and planning more time together. When these signals appear together and grow over time, you are not imagining things. That is sexual interest at a biological level. When those signals don't appear, no matter how much she laughs, talks, or enjoys your company, she's likely just being social, polite, or entertained. Women's bodies broadcast far more than men are trained to notice. Most guys are stuck relying on verbal hints, mixed messages, and wishful thinking. You don't have to be that guy. Learn to read the patterns. Use that awareness with discipline and respect. Stop begging for interest where there is none. And start responding confidently where her biology is already leaning toward you, because in the end, her body will tell you everything you need to know if you're conscious enough to see it and mature enough to handle it.